Hi everyone! So today I'm going to try the swirl technique again. Last time I had a bit of a bunch of mishaps, let's just say it, but I figured some things out so it will work better this time. I will put the card in the description so you can see my mishap videos, well, the mishap video of the swirl. But I want to try it again with what I figured out in that video. I learned from my mistakes. Mistakes are okay as long as you learn from it. Well, happy little accidents. So yeah, I thought I would try it on a Hexagon canvas. I really like those, so I think it's going to be fun to try that on the Hexagon canvas. I mixed my paint the usual way. I have mostly inks. Inks, I do 1 part ink, acrylic ink, 2 10-part GAC 800, the medium, and just a little bit of water, but not that much because I do not need cells. I added water to keep my densities and consistencies close together so I do not get cells. I picked paints that are close in densities as well, so it should prevent cells from appearing, and I just want to keep the lines in that kind of painting, so I think it's going to be interesting that way, and easier too to get just the lines and the paint working for me. We'll also put the paints in the cup, not in order of pigment densities. I will put them in order that I want them to appear on the canvas. That way I'll have the painting that I want with the colors that I want at the time that I want. So I think I will zoom you in and I will get you started. I will get started. So I will start just by covering my corners because there's a lot of corners and they are hard to cover. So I'll just put a little bit of paint on there. Should help it. And then I will put the Dioxazine purple first. All my colors will be in the description as usual. You can know exactly what color I use. And after the purple, I'll put the Quinacridone Magenta. After that, it's going to be the black, carbon black. Pick carbon black because it has a light densities like the fluorescent colors and the other colors that I picked. And after that I will go for the orange, fluorescent orange and fluorescent yellow. And now what I'm going to do is create a beak so my paint do not end up running on my glass like last time. And I will just go. I have no idea where my fluorescent colors went. Well then, now I will tilt slightly. Or not. Seems like I have a little bit of yellow and orange, but I'm not quite sure where it all went. And it seems that I'm not quite leveled once again. But that's quite amazing. Pop my bubbles. Here I have some bubbles of form. They're mixing up the line. We do not want them to stay there. I think this will look pretty amazing under the black light. I can see some of the orange and yellow popping through. I can see it there as well, because the paint is... I'm working with my unleveled table right now to get the paint to drip off the canvas, and I am in love with my actual color pick. I think it's going to dry really nice. Yeah, the fluorescent color will be transparent, but the rest should be opaque and contrast really nicely with the fluorescent paints. I have some black, but just a little bit of black in the lines. The two tones, the purple and the magenta, are superb together. The yellow and orange are mixing and degrading. It's just, I'm happy with it. I really am. I have some cells that are forming sadly. I guess the fluorescent colors really do have a light density. They are really light, so it's really hard to match the densities of the other paint, but they were really close, so it really minimized the quantities of cells that are appearing. Can't wait to see how this one will dry. I think it's going to look really pretty. The sides are pretty intense as well. I missed some spot though. I don't want any white spot. Just make sure it's covered. I think I'll have to baby this one a little bit until the paint starts to set on the sides, but it's going to be worth it. So, I'm really happy with it. Just wanted to give you a quick trick. Just blowing gently will get rid of most of the bubbles for you. And then I just use my X-Acto to get rid of the rest. I do not feel comfortable torching the paint. I feel like it could make the paint dry too quick and not set right, crack and that sort of thing. Crack, craze, all things that you don't want. And plus, it creates fumes. I'm not there to school anyone, but if you do torch your painting, make sure you wear some protection, because the fumes are not good for you for sure. I do not torch my painting. I could wear a mask and try it, but I have my husband there filming, and I don't think it would be comfortable wearing a mask. And I have cats as well. My apartment is quite small, so I can't really manage that. I feel like it works for me just that way. But if you do torch your painting and use fire and heat the paint, please wear protection, please. Really happy with it. I see some of the orange and yellow popping through more and more. I guess it was under the other paints for some reason. The more I use the inks and high flow acrylics, the more I think the polymer they are mixed with are not as dense as the regular heavy body polymer. I've been researching that on the internet, but of course no one wants to give out their recipes or the densities of the actual polymers, so I can't find anything. But if you do find something, let me know in the comments. I would be really happy to know. Of course, the water helps my yellow and orange to pop through, so it's probably just that. I put water in the inks too, but just not as much. I'm in love with the sides on this one. The lines are continuing on the sides and it's just pretty awesome. It's something else. I'm glad someone asked in the comments for me to try this out. Don't think I would have otherwise, but in the end, turned out great. And even if the first time wasn't all that great, the second time I managed and it worked out perfectly. Like I said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!